I'm Hamlet, and I am going to do the presentation today. It's my cap study the last 2 years, and I entitled my presentation as Perseverance to Purpose. It's a journey of resilience, growth, and deep gratitude. This is my story and my journey. What's the journey that brought me here? When I first applied to the Master of Social Work program, I was declined. That moment was deeply discouraging, but instead of giving up, I chose to continue. I kept on working in child and family services. I kept on learning and I kept on going. And then I applied again. The second time around, I was accepted in this program. What that moment taught me is that it was not about getting in. It was then a proof that perseverance matters, that the path forward is not always straight, but it is worth walking. In this program, I had some challenges as well, but balancing it all and almost breaking. Over the past 2 years, I carried many roles at once, each one demanding and each one meaningful. I was a full-time worker in child and family services, and I was active in working with these clients that included the apprehension and so many cases, and also including the suicide risk situations. And I was a student, graduate student, navigating coursework, practicum, and academic demands alongside with the demanding career. I was also a guardian. I was a single mom at some point, and being a guardian of my nephew and holding the responsibility, not just him, but also including my loved ones while managing the emotional weight of this field. There were days, of course, I felt overwhelmed. There were moments I almost quit in this program, but I kept on going. With all the challenges, I am still grateful that I have those people that showed up. During the hardest moments, they were there. Simple words, how are you? You can do this. We can make it. It meant everything for me. I had my family, I had my friends, my anchor through every storm. My professors, of course, here in this Faculty of Social Work. They were there to guide me in my academic and professional formation. My supervisors here in the field and also in my workplace or in the practicum field that I am in. The mentors who believed in my growth, and the clients and the community who trusted me with their stories is the greatest honor of all. Practicum. In this practicum, I had three settings in one purpose. My practicum unfolded across three meaningful settings in Alberta, each offering unique lens through which to practice social work. One is in Migrante, Alberta, that help advocacy and support for migrant workers and Filipino communities. And also that's in Hope Giver, that is in Lloydminster, community-centered support rooted in compassion and connection. And currently I am here at Shalom Counseling Center as a student practicum intern. And I do a clinical observation and therapeutic learning. That's currently in right there. Framework and my learning agreement. I have 5 core objectives. My practicum was structured around 5 guiding objectives that shape every experience, reflection, and action. First is values, ethics, and professional identity. Second is the advanced clinical practice. And third is the collaborative practice and linking research into practice, diversity, oppression, and social justice. I would like to focus in the first one and explain how my values, ethics, and professional identity are linked to each other in serving other people or clients in our field. It's important for me to bring in my values, my ethics, and my professional identity. What do I believe in my own authenticity while working with these people in a compassionate way? Advanced clinical practice in a way that I am learning from this program and at the same time doing my practicum in the field. Collaborative practice by collaborating with my professors, my colleagues, my supervisors, which is so crucial for me to receive the feedback. How I learn is getting the feedback, receiving them in a positive way, and learning from them. Next one is linking research into practice. This is also crucial, one that I have learned right now that in my field or in our field as clinical social workers, being counselors, for example, it's crucial for us to keep on researching what are we going to do and how are we going to help our clients. In my practicum right now, currently at Shalom, it's crucial that I keep on reading. For example, is the innovations in play therapy. How can I incorporate this one in helping these children that comes in counseling? Or am I going to use the evidence-based practice of cognitive behavioral theory? Am I going to take it from David Burns, for example, and incorporate it into my practice giving a journal for my clients? Or to those clients who have attachment trauma, what am I going to do? And what are the styles that I'm going to make? I have the option to do my research and design it into my own way for the clients to understand. So then, how I can incorporate that research into my practice to help these clients in need. And I really found it crucial to always read, research, collaborate with the supervisors, and learn from them. I would like to express again like how sincere I am and grateful I am to where I am at now at Shalom for them allowing me to shadow these counselors in clients' meetings. It's valuable learning experience for me, and I did appreciate the opportunity for me without spending a penny. For this Shalom Counseling Center to believe in me that I will also thrive as one of their best counselors. I was so grateful of that. And I recognize that much of my learning comes from active listening and observing these experienced counselors. I approach this process with humility and an open heart and mind, knowing that these qualities are essential in becoming an effective and compassionate counselor. With all of these sessions that I observe, every client are unique and they are all important. It's important for all counselors or for me as an observer to learn from their experience, from their experiences. And during the session that I was in, I learned how important it is to understand that each client's experiences are unique, and that we only know something is wrong when we know what is right. And for them to step up and stand for themselves, yes, I am ready. It's a step forward for them to acknowledge that they are vulnerable and they needed help coming from us. So then who are we to offer this service to these people? Now let's go to the diversity, to the oppression and the social justice. Who are we, or who am I as a counselor serving other people from other races, from other cultures, beliefs, colors? That means I have to serve no matter who they are without judgment. I'm going to serve like those people who are oppressed and those people that needed social justice. Social justice in a way that these students or these clients in the community who needed help, do they need help to access the service into mental health, the access into service of legal matters. For example, in Red Deer is a good example of giving them the legal clinic resources, or even guiding them to go to the resolution services in front of the courthouse here in Red Deer. It's something that we can offer to these people, to these clients that we have. My clinical learning, sitting with discomfort and growing through it. At Shalom Center, I also observe skilled clinicians who work with clients navigating addiction, trauma, complex life circumstances. At first, I felt so uncomfortable coming from child and family services, and now I am here to help them as a counselor. If I was there before referring them to counseling, now here I am as a counselor helping them. I was so happy and I felt so grateful that now I am here as a helper, I would say, but I am there to guide them. At the end of the day, it will still be their choice because they are the captain and they hold the anchors in their lives. So this helped me to recognize myself in using the strength-based therapy, the narrative therapy, and trauma-informed care. Again, that is so crucial for me to understand that every client in the community or where I am at have layers of trauma that I need to understand and to be compassionate with. Community advocacy, bayanihan in my language, and in English that means it came from collectivism. Community, helping community. Through Migrante Alberta and Hope Giver, I work alongside with migrant workers, including undocumented individuals facing real and daily barriers. Those people who are facing economic struggles like precarious workplace, those low wages, and those people that are experiencing financial struggles. The service barriers, those people in the community who have limited access to healthcare, the legal matters and social supports. For example, those also people who are experiencing immigration fear, anxiety about their status or deportation, that also include the visibility. It means those people who have lost their status are scared to show up because anytime they could be deported. Who am I there as a community member to help them in order for them to access their status again? That's something that I also worked into, and while I was here in this MSW program, helping others while healing myself. It's my reflection. It's a reflection that became one of the most powerful tools in my practicum. Using journaling, supervision, and lived experience, I grew in ways I did not fully anticipate. While I was helping others, I was also healing. This journey was not only professional, but it was deeply personal. It gave me self awareness, recognizing my own triggers, my own biases, and my own emotional responses. Of course, self awareness means that I have to put my biases away when I am working with clients. It's important to serve the clients first and not my own triggers. Self care is a practice, learning that sustainability in social work begins from within. It's important for us or for me to take care of myself when my body says enough. That gut feeling that I have to take care of myself, that means I need to take care of myself. Pause, meditate, and ask what else could I do to be a better counselor or a person. And the continuous growth, embracing lifelong learning as a professional commitment. It never ends. I will always be there to do my research, to serve my community, to work as a counselor, and helping, hopefully, these clients to thrive and grow as well. Resilience, gratitude, and a commitment to serve. To my family, friends, classmates, professors, supervisors, and the community members I had the privilege to serve, thank you. My resilience, rising through every setback with renewed purpose, gratitude for every person who believed in me along my way, my loved ones, my family, my friends, teachers, professors, including my practicum fields, and the commitment to stand beside these people, to advocate for dignity and create a space for healing. Social work is not just about healing, it's not just about helping. It's about standing beside people, advocating for dignity, and creating space for healing. And I carry that forward with me, my own authenticity. And thank you. Hi, my name is Hamlet, and I work from Child and Family Services. My theoretical orientation is in systems theory. I believe that every child matters, and family also that is influencing by a web of relationship and environments like the home, the school, and the community as a whole. All of these are all connected and intertwined in order for them to support the children who are in need. This perspective helps me look beyond an individual challenges and understand the bigger picture so that I can support the family in a holistic way. I also draw from the attachment theory, which highlights the importance of secure relationships coming from the children and their caregivers. That is crucial as a whole. I pay close attention to these bondings because they are the main foundation for the child's emotional, psychological, and spiritual well-being, especially in the development as they are growing older. One of my greatest strengths as a practitioner is my ability to build trust and create a safe, supportive space for the families. I focus on listening and respecting each family members, and I believe that every family have their own unique story, so same as the child. For me, I also have to incorporate the importance of the child. The child is also being heard, being protected, because they are the future. As a clinical social worker, my values are central to my practice. I deeply value the empathy, the respect, and the dignity of one's person. Also, I uphold the diversity and a commitment to social justice. I strive to be inclusive, culturally sensitive, and of course, to advocate for those children or those families who may be facing the systemic barriers. I believe that in the dignity and worth of every child and family, and that I am passionate about helping every children that are in need and also building the resiliency to reach their goals. Ultimately, my goal at the end of today is to support the families in creating a safe and nurturing environment where the children can thrive and grow.